WizKid's back. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Review Season 10, Part 2. 2 episodes a day, going all the way through November to December, guys. November's closing out. We're going to end off, the last couple of days of November talking about some artists that, honestly, without this marathon, guys, I would not cover on this show. But, hey, we are breaking barriers. We're breaking boundaries, all right? Goddamn. Sit back and enjoy. We got a good show because we have WizKid, which we talked about, I want to say a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, probably a month ago. We did the WizKid track featuring Brent Faiyaz. I really enjoyed that track. I actually still listen to it to this very day. So that says, something about the song. It's a really good song. So, I was like, hey, we might as well check this one out, And honestly, guys, I am very, very shocked of how good as fuck this song is. I mean, goddamn. The beat alone has so many layers to it, so many switch-ups to it. I'm absolutely losing my mind. I mean, goddamn. So, this song already has so much to it, so we're going to get into that, guys. Before we get into this, guys, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications. We're dropping new content every single day. Let's talk about this song. This is WizKid Bend. It's called Bend. But yeah, it's called Bend. And let's talk about this song at a couple of points I want to get off my chest. Starting off with the number one. Now, my first point, guys. Let's talk about this beat. Because this beat absolutely has so much to it. I mean, this beat is like your grandma cooking a homemade pot pie. I mean, it absolutely hits like that. This beat, is not the typical, it's not the typical Afro style beat that I usually hear when I'm reviewing these songs. Usually they're pretty generic, they're pretty whatever. This one actually has a lot of layers to it. It's not the typical beat, guys. This one has so many layers to it, so many, different facets into it. When the beat kicks in, we have some violin, we have some strings in the back that really, help just elevate these drums, really make them really stand out. This beat's very bouncy, very high tempo, and I think it works really well. Overall, the production of this song absolutely hits, and I do like this song. It's not the typical, and I like that. It's a little something different. It has so many different instrumental switch-ups too, like the hook, like the middle of the song. And also, something that this song has that I have to highlight in the beginning, too. So many vocal switch-ups, too, which, that I don't really, give credit enough to. When you can do so many different vocal styles and make, each verse, each hook feel a little bit different, but still, retain that original sound so it kind of gets stuck in your head. I'm always going to get points for that. I think that's, how... you highlight your creativity right there. So overall, I do really enjoy that. There's so many vocal style switch-ups in this song that just make it so entertaining to listen to. And yeah, it's really good. Flow-wise too. I mean, you have vocal switch-ups, you have flow switch-ups. I mean, goddamn. Talk about, being talented, alright? Because, the skill, or not really much the skill, maybe the skill, but also, putting a really quality into the song that just shows how much quality that's baked into this kind of 2-minute song. And, that makes it where it's going to really stand out, stand the test of time, maybe even replay it even more, when people stream it up. So, that's really good in my opinion. Now, my second point, let's talk about the verses, guys. The verses have so much to it. We'll break it up into smaller points because there's like 3 in total, and those 3 in total, which the first one, has more of a rap kind of flow going on, less of the melodic flow that we get from the other verses. This one's pretty good. I like the flow, I like the sound of it. I think everything just comes together here, and this first verse too just has so many flow switch ups kind of baked in between this verse, and it just makes it really entertaining to listen to, really addicting to listen to. I think it's going to easily get stuck in your head. The flows are kind of electric here. I mean, goddamn. It's like your grandma cooking an apple pie or some shit, it's homemade, freshly cut. goddamn, that shit's gonna hit. And that's how I'm absolutely feeling right here. Now, the next small point is that second verse. In this second verse, we get more of a kind of melodic flow going on here. Kind of more of that kind of singing-ish kind of rapping here. And I think it absolutely hits. I think it absolutely goes crazy in my humble gosh darn dang opinion. And, guys, I'm just going to tell y'all, I think overall, this second verse really just highlights that having, you know, a vocal switch up, having a flow switch up too, having a whole switch up in general, and still keeping the, you know, the original sound of the song and just keep improving it, keep evolving it as it keeps going on. I think overall, that just shows if you can already do that on the second goddamn verse, hey, that means you have a great song under your hands. I mean, goddamn. This song is really goddamn good. And this is just the second verse, guys. I mean, that's what I'm telling y'all. You know, it's just the second verse, and it absolutely hits that hard, in my goddamn opinion. So, now, my next point, my third point, let's talk about that hook. The hook, guys, absolutely hit. I mean, it's played like 3 times in this song, and honestly, you probably could have played it more, and it wouldn't even matter, because it's that good of a hook. When a hook can be replayed like that over and over again, you don't even get tired of it, because it has such an electrifying type flow here. I mean, that's when you know you got a good-ass song on your goddamn hands, because this hook is only played like 3 times, and I'm wanting more. I mean, you could say, you know, is there any switch-ups on the hook? Not really. It kind of stays the same throughout the whole song. But you don't need to switch it up a lot when the fucking hook is absolutely mind-blowingly goddamn crazy, alright? So, so I'm just going to be real with y'all. I mean, this hook is already, you know, a 7 out of 10. That's how good this goddamn hook is. Guys, overall, the production, really good production, bouncy drums, choir, sample, there's background vocals, there's so many layers, so many facets to this beat, which make it, you know, stand out. So this production, off the charts. Now, the verses, 1, 2, even 3, all of them absolutely goddamn hit. And then that hook kind of sneaks in there, and that fucking hook absolutely hits too. So overall, guys, I'm feeling a very generous, you know, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. This is a good song. Go check out WizKid Bend. It's gonna bend your socks off. It's gonna bend your life up. I mean, it's gonna fuck up your life. That's how good this song is. So go check it out. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Do you hate this song? Do you like this song? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Hey, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow. Turn on notifications. Don't go anywhere, actually, because if you're listening to this, the second episode is already up. So go check that out. And, guys, I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. And, yeah, bye.